So we have to be super excited to be talking to Mr. Urijah Faber. Can I get a show of hands? Anybody? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Uriah's excited to talk to Urijah. That's a thing. So, I don't know how many of our fans know, but on the CoStar app, we have our Insider series where you can watch all of our episodes. And I think Urijah, our last one was your day being inducted into the UC Davis Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
It's always a busy day with you.
Yeah, we've been trying to hustle. You got to fit as much in the day as possible. Get up early, go to bed late.
That's right. And that's pretty much how it is when we're with you. So, all right. Without further ado, I'm going to kick it out to the fans because I know they're super excited. And first off, we have Frankie. Frankie, where are you calling in from today?
We in right now. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah, whatever the normal is. Sorry.
What's up, Frankie?
Sorry, I'm in Faber right now. Yeah, hey, how's it going?
What's up, dude? Where you at?
You said what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Just chilling at Subway right now. How are you?
Subway. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
I'm chilling, man, in my house. Are you working?
No, we just got to practice.
Oh, nice. Wrestling?
We go to the UFC gym. Yeah.
Wait, so where's that at? Where's the UFC gym?
It's in Awatuki. It's near Phoenix.
Ah, cool.
What's up, Uriah? What's up, big dog?
What's up, my man?
Hey,
You guys had a good practice.
I got Harry when he was an amateur, big dog.
Oh, what? You fought him?
Bro, we go to the gym every day. A lot of his fans.
Nice. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for coming to say what's up. You got to come by and check out my UFC gym here in Rockland.
Yeah, we're thinking about taking all of us taking a trip down there. We've seen it.
Yeah, it's a cool spot, man.
Yeah, it looks real sick.
Yeah, it's cool. So, are any UFC fighters that come through your gym?
We've had Amanda Nunes. Matt Hughes stopped to go. That's about it. He's like years ago he fought Mike Perry, but other than that, there hasn't been really anybody too serious right now. But yeah. I guess my question for you is, what's the best part of being hired? I still see you out on the mat and stuff like that. It's like you're every day.
The best part of being retired is definitely getting to pick and choose when you push through adversity. You know, it's one thing to have something on the slate, so you have to practice no matter what, overlook injuries, hungry, tired, etc. But now I just jump in when I want to, and it makes for good practice because you can't have your best day every day. But when you're just picking and choosing, you just go when you feel good. So, I still train a lot. I want to compete in some jiu-jitsu, but being able to pick and choose when I put the pressure on is the best.
Right, and it's got to be nice to just eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Frankie. We're going to jump over to Jessica. Jessica, where are you coming from today? Oh, all right. We're going to come back to Jessica. Stand by. And we're going to jump over to Nick. Nick, where are you coming from today?
Hi, calling from Atlanta.
Oh, awesome. You're on with Urijah. What's your question?
Hi, Uriah. How you doing?
That's a serious accent you have there.
Yeah, we moved. We moved from New York in 2007.
Man, you need to be in the movies with that accent.
Yeah, I try to tell everybody I'm a Southern Belle, but they don't buy it.
Yeah, I wonder why not. What's up?
We were just wondering. We've been really big fans of yours for a long time. Just kind of wondering what has been your most memorable moment in the UFC.
You know, for myself, I would say, I guess probably my first fight with Jens Pulver in the arena back home. That was the WC. In the UFC, I would say probably my very last fight. You know, it was the first big fight in the new arena that kind of saved our city of Sacramento. It was like a fight to keep our Sacramento Kings, and they built a brand new arena right in the heart of downtown Sac. And that was the very first fight in the new octagon. It was my last fight, and the UFC sent me off in style. They had a big countdown show, and I mean it was pretty cool. So got the big W and got to do it in my hometown. So that was a big moment.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we just love your fights. I mean, all of your fights, but one of the ones that really stick in mind is the time broke your hand and you just kept fighting. It was so inspirational for me to see that.
You got a heavy, you got a big head.
I can't. I know. I'm trying to hold the camera.
No, you don't have a big head. I said Mike Brown has a big head. That's why I broke my hand up.
I know. I remember. It was that fight was so amazing. You know, just the way you pushed through it. It was so inspirational.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in.
You're welcome. Good luck on assignment.
All right, thank you. Who's in the room with you? You got a friend in there? Or you just hanging out on your own?
It's my son Nicholas.
Oh, what's up, Nicholas?
How's it going?
How you doing, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. Doing good.
He actually knows you're one of my favorite fighters, so he kind of hooked this up for me tonight and surprised me.
That's cool.
Got home from work.
Well, that's a good son.
Mm-hmm. Jinx.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Awesome. We're going to jump over and throw it to William now. William, where are you coming from today?
Where's John Petrovich?
He's coming.
Is he coming?
I think so.
Okay.
Don't jump the gun.
I got to introduce.
I'm down. All right. So I think we have William. William,
Yes, right here.
Awesome. All right. Go for it.
Urijah Faber, beautiful to ever see you in person like this, or at least across the screen. Even thinking about you in your life, your style gets me excited to fight. So thank you very much for being an inspiration to any mixed martial artist or fighter at all. My question for you is, what does it mean to you to have two great students in form of Sage Northcutt and Cody Garbrandt?
Those guys are very different in a lot of ways, but they're also really similar. Both really kind-hearted individuals and come from different backgrounds, but they learn fast and they train hard and they have that championship mentality, which is the most important thing. So it's been cool, being able to give back and mentor guys, and it's nice, especially when guys are super appreciative. And I mean, I think you guys know how appreciative Sage is. He's just happy about life in general, and Cody, he's a very a very thankful guy, and he's had a lot of adversity in his life, and he's come through it all, and so he's really happy about where he is and where he's going as well. So both those guys are motivating to be around, and it's cool to watch them train, but it's tough to train with them. And I'm still doing it, as a retired guy. I get in there and mix it up, and And I'm talking about two of the best guys in the world. So it's cool. And those guys are two that you mentioned, but one guy that's fighting this weekend, Joseph Morales, he's been with me since he's 9 years old. He's 23. He's having his 10th pro fight. He's fighting in the UFC in Brazil. So make sure you watch him and support him. He's been at it. He's the longest standing member of our team, so I'm excited for him to do his thing.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well,
Absolutely tough to keep years old. He must to keep up with you since 9 years old. Team Alpha Male, they set the standard for the rigor of MMA.
That's it. And how about
you?
Yes, I want to fight. I'm a fighter. I'm good at what I do.
Nice.
I'm on good
Keep our eye
behavior,
out.
so I'll be allowed to fight. Yeah, do that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, William. Awesome. Speaking of Sage, last night he told us you guys had a very romantic roof date. What was that?
That was in the middle of the day. That wasn't at night. The sun was out.
Right, but you can't have a romantic date when the sun's out?
I'm not a romantic, Samia. If you knew me better, you'd know that.
That's gonna break Sage's heart. It's like, you gotta ask Mr. Faber about it.
Oh no, it was pretty cool. What happened is Sage has his truck. He's my neighbor. He lives 2 houses down, and he's driving his truck. And he's got his speaker and his horn and everything. And so he's driving by, and he gets out of his car, and I'm sitting on the roof because it's like the first sun I've seen in like a month. And basically, he gets out of his car. I start saying, "Sage!" He's looking all around, astonished, thinking, somebody from the trees is talking to him. And then when he sees me, he got all excited. "Oh man, I'm coming over there! That's awesome!" And he comes running. So it was pretty funny.
And you just went on the roof just to check out the sun? That was it?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was on my balcony, and then the trees were taking up the sun, so I got on the roof. Just kept trying to get higher and higher points.
You will
Sage
not be
the
stopped.
Coolest thing ever.
Yeah, no. When you want the sun, that's it. All right. We'll throw it over to Beth. Beth, where are you coming from today? Beth, we'll come back to you. Don't worry. You'll get your chance, and we'll jump over to, I believe it's Shania. Am I saying that correctly? Where are you at today? Oh, man. You're scaring him off. Okay. We're going to jump back to Beth and give her a second try. Beth, where are you coming from?
Hi, I'm from the UK. Can you hear me?
Oh, the UK. Wow. What time is it over there?
It's like 5 in the morning, but it's so worth it.
5 in the morning just to talk to you, Urijah.
Yeah, literally.
Oh man, well, your makeup looks good.
Thank you. I know. I didn't realize it was a video chat, so I was like, oh, I had to quickly do it. I was like, oh crap. Yeah, I got to do it.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Beth. And where are you in the UK?
It's great to meet you. I'm a massive fan of Team Alpha Male and obviously you. So.
Well, I appreciate it.
I can actually prove it. I can prove how big of a fan I am to you. I'm in my uni room.
Let's see.
And you've got, like, you just here.
Oh, that's a nice old picture. I was young there.
Yeah. I couldn't really, because I have a Connor one, and it had to match, so.
Where's Connor? Let me see Connor.
Connor. Oh, can you see?
Yeah, there he is. That's funny.
I need one of Cody. I'm saving up for Cody.
Yeah, Cody's next. He's next. I'll be the only guy in your room without tattoos.
Yeah, you will. I'll have to get. I can't even think of one UFC fighter who doesn't have tattoos apart from you.
I could probably think of a few, but I did give me some time. So what are you doing out there?
I'm studying at uni at the minute, so I'm doing music. I'm a songwriter, so a bit different.
Nice.
Yeah. So hopefully,
it's
maybe.
Beth, what's your last name? So keep our eye out for you when you make it famous doing some of these music lyrics.
Beth Olive. Like
Beth, that sounds like a famous name to me.
Yeah, everyone at uni got given stage names and I didn't, so I'll take that as a compliment.
There you go. Well, cool.
Awesome.
You have a question? You're just coming to say hi.
So my question is, will you be making an appearance at UFC London, and what can you tell us about Chad's UFC return, if anything?
I'm not 100% sure on London yet. I know I'm going to Perth next week, and then I'm going to Texas and Florida, and that's pretty far out for me to say whether I am or not. I'm trying to get my guy Nad on the card in the UK. Then I've got Ben Reese out there that comes and trains with our team as well. We'd love to see him get on there. But if I can, I will. I've been to London once and I enjoyed it. It was pretty nice. I mean, it could use some more sun, but everything else is cool.
Yeah.
And then as far as Chad goes,
sun.
Yeah, I need the vitamin. What is it? Vitamin D?
D? Yeah.
I think so. As far as Chad Mendez goes, he's been training hard. He can't wait for his return. I think it's May or June is when he's going to be scheduled to fight, and so he's training like he's got something scheduled now. Aside from getting his hunting in, of course, he loves to hunt.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
He loves it.
It doesn't happen over here, so it's a bit weird.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, it doesn't happen with me either, but man's got to eat. It's actually a more humane way to eat, I guess, than the farms of America.
Yeah, I've learned a lot about it. Like, I really was against it, and now I've read all the stuff he said. I think, okay, I'll allow it.
You gave him a little leeway. He'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, Beth, you could have asked Chad the other night. Thank you.
I know, I couldn't get on.
Oh no! All right, well you'll have to find the next one, but there'll be more, so we'll keep you posted.
Okay, thanks, Urijah.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey, Beth, thanks for staying up and thanks for the support. We appreciate you.
No worries, it's gonna keep coming. Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks, Beth. All right, Urijah, the moment you've been waiting for, we're going to jump over to John. John, where are you coming from today? I heard a sauna. Is it a sauna?
Oh, no. It's not a sauna. I built my bed frame, and I was sitting in my bed. But calling from College Station, Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yep.
That's right.
So wait, how do you two know each other?
It's a long story. We're buddies from back in Sac. This guy's going to college out in Texas, and me and his pops are buddies as well. We all went to what was it? The car show out there, John?
Yeah, Pebble Beach. Greer's on right now
Pebble
too.
Beach.
Greer just got on this.
What's up, Greer? Yeah. That's awesome. So what are you working on? You building something right now? What do you got now?
Yeah, no, I am actually building something right now. It's in my garage. It's a workbench table, but no, it's not all the way done. It's close. It's pretty cool.
Let me see the finished product of that bed back there. That thing is money.
It's wood, so Urijah will like it.
Yeah, that's my.
Wait,
that's
let us see. Yeah.
For the record, John said my house was part of the inspiration for him building his bed. He's seen the house.
Yep. I don't know if y'all can see that, but
that thing's impressive.
Yeah. Hey, I'm selling it.
So,
if anybody wants to buy it.
That's right. It's for sale, guys. Where can they find
you? Too. It'll come with it.
All right. Any buyers? You contact Sammy if you want to buy John's bed.
Yep. $500.
Do I get a cut from this at being the middleman?
15%.
Okay. All right, deal. You guys just
dinner.
contact me. Let me know. Plus dinner. All right. Make sure. Yeah.
No, but
I think I might have made a love connection.
I heard you talking about it earlier, Urijah.
Thanks, Urijah. Yeah. Is that your plan the whole time? You were trying to set me up?
Yeah. We got to get you with the right one. He might be the one.
I appreciate it.
Do I get a question?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the question.
All right, so here we go. Wait, all right, I'll give you an option. Do you want fanboy question, or do you want like the question I wrote?
Question you wrote.
All right. So
no, wait, fanboy, whatever you want. I don't know.
Yeah, you pick.
All right, so UFC 128. You fought Eddie what's his last name? Eddie
Wineland.
And then John Jones main event. Young 23 John Jones. What was that like seeing him beat Shogun Rua?
It was nuts. I think maybe was it there's maybe Vanderlei Silva or Tito Ortiz or somebody else was on that card too. And I just remember thinking it's crazy the way they stack these cards with the future and the past and everything else. But dude, I knew John Jones was a beast from the first time I saw him. Man, he was putting it on. His first loss was when he elbowed. Was it
he
Matt
got disqualified?
Campbell?
I think
He got
so.
disqualified for
He got
elbowing the crap out of someone. So yeah, it was pretty cool to be a part of that. And when you look back, I'm like the Forrest Gump of the fight world. So it's like, you know,
you were co-main event though.
Yeah, and I fought with Don Fry was on the Don Fry. I fought on a card with him one time, and Dan Severn. I've spanned like 20 years of MMA plus, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Dude. That's cool. That's cool. You got to be there for John Jones winning that title at 23.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When you coming back to SAC, John?
Not sure, but I'll be in Florida for Josh's fight. Are you gonna?
Oh yeah, I'll see you in Florida. I'll be there.
You gonna be there? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll see you. We'll meet up. We'll get
Sammy, you going to that?
In Texas.
You're not
I'll
going to Florida?
I'll just miss you, John. No, wasn't planning on it.
Hey, so Sammy, John's in Texas. So if you guys hit it off in Texas, maybe he'll sponsor your flight out to Florida.
Sponsor. All right. Well, that's a big if. He's got to like me for more than 10 minutes. So John, I won't hate you if you don't. You know, it's okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, and Uriah, I appreciate it, Cupid. We're gonna jump over to Shania. Shania, where are you coming from today?
Hello.
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 California.
California, where at?
California.
SoCal.
Wait, NorCal. Ooh.
No, SoCal. Did you say SoCal?
SoCal.
SoCal.
Okay. Yeah. So not too far.
I can't see her.
She's coming. I feel it.
Oh.
Right? Shania, you good? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. What's up?
Hello.
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 Hey, Urijah.
Hello. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
You said you're in Southern California. Whereabouts?
LA County.
LA.
LA County.
There you go. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Sammy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
How different has your life been since you retired?
You know, it's been a lot different in some ways, but also pretty similar. The thing that's similar is I'm busy all the time. I'm less beat up, less fatigued. I feel like I'm traveling just as much, and I have, just as many hours that are busy in the day. The coolest thing has been able to sit back and help mentor the guys a little bit more and be a little bit more of a coach. I've always been kind of a team leader, but now I've stepped up and really, been mindful about helping out the next generation, which is cool. And then finding little creative ways to be a businessman. So I've always done that, but it's a lot easier when you don't have to prepare for something that takes all your focus every 8 to 10 weeks. So it's been good. It's been fun. It's been different, but it's been kind of the same too.
Awesome. Well, and kind of jumping onto that, Urijah, maybe it's not you that has to dedicate something every 8 to 10 weeks, but you have a lot of mouths to feed over there that they do have those chunks of time. How has that been for you?
For what? Say the question
for basically having to shift your time and attention to training for your own 8 to 10 week fight. It's now doing all the mouths that you have to feed. You have so many guys that are, fighting professionally. How's that been? How do you balance that?
Well, I'm a very small part of the actual coaching day to day. We have a massive staff. Right now we've got Fabio Prado and Coach Joey and Danny Castillo that are in Brazil. And then Josh Emmett will be taking his team out with him to Florida, and I'll be with Sarah McMahon and Sage Northcutt. We shift the responsibilities quite a bit. I mean, we have probably 10 coaches on staff, and then we have another kind of repertoire of assistant coaches and then fighter buddy system. So everybody's helping each other out, and the joint practices are kind of key. We cover a lot of ground in the joint practices. The guys are learning a lot in the joint practices. It's all about kind of a co-op. So it's not too difficult for me. I teach a couple practices a week and work a little bit with individuals, but the coaches are the real heroes here, the ones that are, holding the mitts and doing the jiu-jitsu and all that good stuff. I'm kind of trying to put it all together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely, you've got an entire gym of, really talented people. And I'm sure that having, like you said, the coaching staff there to assist and do all these things with so many guys fighting professionally, how has the new facility kind of been in regards to that, helped that out?
The new facility is incredible. I think it was something that kind of needed to happen. It's, when you're building a facility for the best fight team in the world that started out in a tiny facility, you have to make sure that, you're not spoiling these guys, but you're giving them everything they need. And I think, I kind of went overboard on all my finishes, and you've seen my house before, the wood and just kind of the feel of it. It's my dream spot. The gym is like, it's got, a place for everything. It's got a sauna. It's got really cool wood finishes from Northern California, and it's got an octagon that overlooks the back area, an outdoor area. So when it's nice out, you can have a boxing match or a mitt session outside. It's really cool. We have a lot of members, from yoga to CrossFit to boxing and kickboxing. We've got our physical therapist. It's got a little bit of everything. So feel pretty lucky to have the facility and hopefully be expanding it soon.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. No, well, if you weren't trying to spoil these guys, then you totally messed up, because that facility is amazing in every aspect. If you guys haven't seen it, you can definitely check it out on the Insider series. Urijah gave us a tour of the entire facility and all the ins and outs. And there's just a ton of, like he said, a lot of woodwork that's pretty incredible. It's all custom made. You have the inside, the outside, the fitness studios. Everything you can think of. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely check out the Insider series. But yeah, no, you definitely messed up if you weren't trying to spoil them, because it's definitely it's a dream gym.
Those guys can get spoiled, but there's always reality. Today, sparring day, as spoiled as you want to be, getting hit in the face and having to have your head on a swivel is easy to bring you back to earth. But our place is very nice. Absolutely.
It is. Guys, check that out on the TAM channel within CoStar, so you can see it for yourself. We'll jump back into the fans, and we will throw it over to, gosh, I hope I'm saying this right, Abdullah. Is that correct? Where are you coming from today?
I'm calling from Mississippi.
Mississippi. Did I say that right?
It was close enough. You're good.
Okay, correct me. It's okay. People mess up my name all the time.
Nobody says it right.
What is it?
It's Abdullah.
Okay, there we go. Abdullah. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. How are you doing, Urijah?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good. Thanks for all your fights.
Where are you calling from?
What's that? Mississippi.
Oh, MISS, ISSIPPI.
Yeah, MISS. Country town.
There it is, man. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thanks for all your fights, and I followed you for a long time, I think. And yeah. So I have a question. When Mendes fought Notorious, do you think it would have gone differently if he was in shape?
Yeah, to be honest with you, Chad is a guy that has been training since he's a little kid, so he really values his time off. It's part of his recipe for success. He trains really, really hard when he's in fight camp, and then he makes sure he's enjoying life when he's not in fight camp. And that's part of what has kept him sane, being a kid that's competed at the highest level since he's 4 and 5 years old. So being just a little bit out of shape, he was not necessarily out of shape necessarily, but not in championship fighting shape. He came right off a boat fishing, having a beer or two, got the call, took the call, and it changed things. If he was if he was in better shape, I think we would have seen, or in tip-top shape, like had a full camp, we would have seen a different result. But you never know. The Notorious one, he's got a dangerous strike, always in looming in the background, so you have to be wary of it. But
I mean, he hits hard.
He does hit hard. Yeah.
What about Notorious versus Nate 3? The Diaz, Nate Diaz. That's gonna be the shit.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. And I talked to, I like both those guys, but Nate's our homeboy. I talk to him on a regular basis, and he's ready to rock, man. He can't wait for that fight, and hopefully Conor. I mean, at the end of the day, Conor's got a lot of money now and everything, but he's a fighter. If he's not fighting, I mean, you already saw he's outside of the ring and he got in a fight. Might as well get paid for it again. So I'm thinking he'll want that fight again. He knows about business. He knows about what the fans want, and I think he likes that fight again. So hopefully it happens.
Yeah, I think that's something everybody is looking forward to. So we'll definitely have to keep our eyes peeled for that one. Thank you, Abdullah, and I'm so sorry that I said your name wrong. I'll practice that one. We're gonna throw it over to Haley. Haley, where are you coming from today?
Hey, from New York City.
Awesome. Oh, it's a little late over there for you, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, you're on. Go for it.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I met you in New York City when you were at the Lids thing. I still have my tour hat with me. Look, I don't know if you can see it.
Look at that.
And you signed it too.
That's
Maybe
so
this
funny.
one's yours.
That might be mine. You might have to send it to me.
I know,
so wait,
honestly.
where do we meet?
Do you remember when you did the Lids thing?
Oh,
right on 42nd
yes.
and 8th? Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. And what was your name again?
Haley.
Haley. Gotcha. Well, it's good to see you again.
You too.
How's
Very
the Big
nice
Apple?
to meet you again. It is cold as hell. How's California?
If you check my Instagram story, it was 64 today and sunny.
I know, I saw.
It was so nice. Not
So
to rub
lucky.
it in, but yesterday I was on the roof with Sage, Mr. Sage.
I love Sage. He's so cool.
He's the happiest dude on the planet. He's spreading Texas and California cheer.
I know. He's so cool. You both are so cool.
Thank you.
Haley, what was your question?
So I was going to ask you, while you were growing as a fighter, I know that you're retired now, unfortunately, but while you were growing as a fighter, what inspired you to just go for that? I know how things were with MMA originally in California and how things have changed, especially here as well. So I was wondering who or what inspired you and what motivated you to continue with your fighting career until the end?
That's a good question. I actually just found the first shirt that we ever made. I posted it today. It was
I saw.
2004. It was illegal in California at that time, and there wasn't really a bright future. But for whatever reason, I felt like it was something that I wanted to do and pursue, and saw a lot of promise in it, even though there wasn't a clear path. And the motivation for me has just been freedom. It's the freedom to spend my time and surround myself with the people I want to surround myself with. Just be the maker of my own destiny, really. So I was working really hard, but doing things I like to do, hanging out with people I like to get around, and I've continued to want to do that and continue to have that same goal to create my own lifestyle and make my own rules. So, of course, there's some things along the way that were difficult, but in the big picture, freedom is a powerful thing, and that means freedom to spend my time. That was the biggest motivation.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Do you plan on expanding your gyms more? I know that now you have the new location, which is beautiful, but do you plan on doing anything on the north side, like New York City?
Well, I have a game plan to do more, but I have to get this one just really pumping first. I don't want to
yeah, for sure.
Start running before I can walk. I need to make sure the whole thing works well, and I'm not afraid to do that if that's in the plan. I've got a couple different ideas. Definitely an expansion of the team. We're looking to expand into China and do some, affiliate programs and things like that. But only time will tell. Right now, I'm focused on this one and the team and all the business endeavors I have here in SAC. But NYC, I do love it out there. So I'll be back out and hopefully do some business.
Bring some sunshine too.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you so much, Haley. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, Urijah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Awesome. Okay, so next up, we have James from Ireland who couldn't make it, but he has a shout out for you, Urijah, and he wants to say, hey, Urijah, what rookies have you been keeping an eye on? And are there any up-and-comers you think that we should look out for? As well as who have you had the most fun training?
Man, guys that have had the most fun training, there's actually a couple guys. I'll just go with some of the ones that you haven't heard of. There's Andrew Coyne. He's actually been cornering a lot of guys lately. We call him Bulldog. He's been with us since he was about 12. He's now 21, and he's about to make his pro debut. We've got a guy named Chris Gonzalez, who's a Greco-Roman wrestler. He's 27, and he's had one amateur fight, but he's a stud. His girlfriend is actually Michaela Mayer. She's a professional boxer and Olympian boxer. And then I have Kaleo Romero, who is 20 years old, and he's a runner-up in the state championships for wrestling, and he's been working his butt off here. So all three of those guys I'm pretty excited for. And then Joseph Morales, who's fighting this weekend. He's been with me since he's 9. I mentioned him earlier, and he's a stud. But Kaleo, Chris Gonzalez, and Andrew Coyne, then Tyler Diamond, and you'll see him soon. He's 9-0 right now. And then Alex Munoz, he's 4-0 right now. So write all those names down and remember them.
They're coming. They're coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to go to another shout out. This one is from Jess. And she says, I want to know if you could pick any UFC fighters for striking, kicks, and jiu-jitsu. Who would you pick?
Any UFC fighter for striking, kicking, and jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu. Who would you pick?
For striking,
and I think she's picking individuals.
Yeah, I would say for striking, I like Cody Garbrandt and Anderson Silva. Like a combination of those two would be good. And then I would say for the jiu-jitsu, Damian Maia is pretty impressive. And I actually like Carlos Condit. Like Carlos Condit lost his last fight, but his transitions and stuff he was throwing out there was pretty cool. And then just mental toughness all the way around. I always have to go with Dan Henderson. I feel like he's like the OG stud that just understands the mental game and is mind over matter at all times. He's won championships and fought in multiple weight classes. He's a real stud.
And what about kicks?
For kicks, that's what I was saying. I think probably Anderson Silva. That head kick was pretty impressive, and he's done some pretty nasty things. And then Jose Aldo with the low kicks.
Definitely. We'll have our last shout out, which is from Tony. Tony says, what was your favorite city to fight in? And what do you think of Seattle, sir?
I like Seattle. It's a nice place. It's not. I've never fought there, but I've wrestled there before. But I would say my favorite place to fight. I liked San Diego. I liked LA, and I liked Sacramento. And I mean, there's nothing like a hometown fight, and all those places are in Cali. So I don't think that's a coincidence. It's definitely my place, and I'm most familiar with it.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, they don't call you the Cali Kid for nothing, right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay, we saved the best for last, rather, and we're going to close out with Clarence. So, Clarence, you're on with Urijah. Go for it. What is your question? Oh, we see you.
You got it working?
I'm not sure. He was on yesterday with Sage. You know what, Clarence? I actually have your question, so I'm going to read it to Urijah, and he can answer it. So he says, hi, Urijah. What makes you honored being a part of the UFC Hall of Fame last year?
I think the biggest thing, first off, Clarence, I'm a fan of yours too, man. I watch your videos on occasion, and I appreciate your attitude. You got a great attitude. But as far as being honored for the UFC Hall of Fame, I think it's, it's pretty cool because the sport is so young and some of the guys that I was inducted with, I really looked up to. Guys like, well, Don Fry spoke there, and I'm a big fan of his. And, some of the Boss Rutan is there as well. These are guys that I used to, Kazuki Sakuraba. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time. And these guys I'm getting inducted and in the presence with and in the same realm of, which is kind of crazy to me. So just being in the presence of guys that I looked up to is probably the coolest thing. And then being able to say that, that my career meant something on a bigger picture is pretty cool, because that's not going away. So it definitely means a lot.
Clarence, thank you so much for jumping in. We love seeing you and appreciate the question for sure. Urijah, just lastly, Sage showed us a buffet of lemons last night. And he said he's eaten half of them, which is hard to believe because he definitely still had, I'm not kidding, just like a basket full of lemons. But he said you grew those in your backyard.
Well, I own the trees, but I wouldn't take any credit for growing those. But I had probably 5 massive bags of lemons, and then gave some to Sage, and then I have a bunch here for myself and make lemonade every morning. And then I'm gonna make some meringue pie and some a bunch of other little things. I make these little concentrate packets and throw them in hot water or cold water. It's the good stuff.
You're gonna have to save some of that for when we head back out to film. Just FYI.
Absolutely. When are you coming out next?
I think end of February.
All right, we'll see you here.
So we'll see you. But all right, thank you guys all for joining. Appreciate it. Urijah, this is your time where you can say whatever you'd like to say to your fans and kind of close us out. So the stage is yours. Go for it.
All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We're launching a podcast February 15th. It's going to be every Thursday. Just hanging out with some of my friends and talking about business and the fight game, etc. So you can check that out and keep supporting our team. We've got Joseph Morales up next. He's in Brazil, and we're excited for him. And then it's going to keep on rolling. Taru in Perth. We've got Sarah McMahon and Josh Emmett and Sage Northcutt. The hits keep coming. So tune in, and thanks for saying hello.
And what's the name of the podcast?
It's the CaliCast.
Ooh, there you go, guys. So tune into the CaliCast. Make sure you check your CoStar app for all the new episodes, and we will see you guys all next time. And Urijah, if you'll just